I'm gonna get you back on my side. Are you ready? Hold on.
Yeah,
Oh,
you have a.
oh,
Hold on.
Let's go. Oh, you have it. You have the T-shirt.
Oh, I made it myself.
Oh, nice. Okay, okay, you made it yourself.
I made it
Yeah,
myself.
because you don't need to hate on him that hard.
No, I don't. It's all in fun. I think Hans is hilarious. He seems like a good guy. He's actually coming to our town next weekend. And I want to say before we start talking about it, we gave him the chance. I've messaged him multiple times to come on and tell his side of the story, and he's just ignored us. So
yeah, it's fine. He's gonna
fuck Hans.
Good for him. Yeah, but yeah, that's
good for him.
What?
Good for him to ignore us?
I mean, no, I don't think he should ignore you. I think I don't know what available time he has, or why he would do it or not do it, or what decisions are involved.
Right. No,
maybe but he does have access to also bigger,
absolutely,
more famous podcasts. So I can't blame him.
Yeah, no, we don't either. And again, we love the guy. He's funny, and we're just having a good time.
It's all in fun. Yeah.
All right.
So,
but you can hate on him a little bit. It's okay. I get daily messages of people telling me destroy him. I'm like, dude, chill out. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So what we're talking about here, you with the golden ticket.
Yeah.
Hans was being challenged for his regularship at the time because he wasn't preparing very well, and he was winning all the challenges. So you decided to kind of leverage that golden ticket into a possibility.
I didn't decide to leverage the golden. I mean, I decided to leverage my presence there.
Okay.
I'm here. They guaranteed me 4 more spots. I saw Hans win challenges with sets that were. Win one challenge against Chamisha with a set that I thought was weak, and I thought I could have beaten him on this day, on this particular day.
Yeah,
okay.
I felt like my set that day was better than his set that day.
Yeah.
That day with those jokes, which for him were new, for me were not as new and were more tested. So, but I thought I could challenge him.
Yeah.
I have more experience than every other challenger that has been challenged. Why not?
Yeah.
And I'm here. So yeah, let's go.
Welcome, fellow lushes. Come on in, pull up a bar stool, and enjoy some cocktails with Dimples and the Beard.
I'm laughing because I was just watching our next guest, Sad Man Rick. I wasn't. That's television bullshit right there. I wasn't. I'm just still laughing.
I was watching him.
I'm still laughing from the first time I saw him on Kill Tony. So, and we got him.
He's here.
He's just in time to hype the big fight with Hans Kim. Bare knuckle brawl on the stage.
I was gonna say, gloves are coming off for that. Gloves are coming off.
You bet.
They are going.
They are. I know Hans is not backing down. He is ripping our man to shit all over social media.
Growing it.
So welcome back to another episode.
He'll tell us he will and say no. And then don't do it.
Man, we've had friends tell us that.
Sorry, go.
Cocktails with Dimples in the Beard, Brussels edition. We're going all the way across the pond to Brussels. Our plane landed this morning.
It wasn't cheap bringing all this with us.
No, it was not. We brought the set.
We had to bring everything with us and fly it over.
We are here to talk to the man, Ric Diez.
It's like 8 a.m.
Is it? I don't even know what time it is. Jet lag set in. I don't know. Is it 8 o'clock in the morning where we were or where we are?
Yes.
Whew.
That's how we got it.
Yeah.
Either way.
And we fly back in like 2 hours. So
I gotta be home. I got places to be.
Yeah. More guests to interview.
And let's go. Tavern's open. I already got my Irish whiskey and my coffee.
Because it's 8 a.m.
Yep.
I drink like a fucking man. Stout at 8 a.m.
There it is. You drink like the folk. You drink where you're at.
Brussels, home of very good.
Of Brussels.
There's a lot
of Brussels sprouts.
Oh yeah, good point. Those two. Is that where that's probably where they're originally from?
I had some amazing ones at Thanksgiving. Just want to say, love them.
They probably don't celebrate Thanksgiving in Brussels sprouts.
No.
Brussels.
You gonna do that now?
I might. And you're from Brussels sprouts?
You're from Brussels sprouts.
Out
of the head. Get that out of the head. Fun stuff.
Brussels sprouts. So yeah, we will let him tell you all about how he got onto the scene at Kill Tony, what's happening on New Year's Eve with Kill Tony.
He came in with the intent to go for the jugular. He had an agenda.
He did. He played it well. There's some people who are not happy with the way he played it, but he did what he had to do. And guess what? He's on the fight card now on New Year's Eve.
Right.
Where are those people that are upset?
Hey, do you give a shit if somebody's upset with the way he did it?
Me personally?
Yeah, you personally.
No.
Do you think?
Yes.
You think he's
upset? Sad man Rick's probably a little sad. No, I don't. I think
what's his famous saying? I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Disgustingly subscribe, disgustingly like, leave a disgusting comment.
They won't know what we're talking about. I'm not leaving that in. So bad. No. Subscribe, like, rate. Fucking tell him he's an idiot. I don't care. Let's not. I'm doing this whole one on my own. Let's not leave a sad comic waiting. Without further ado, Ric Diez. We got to come up with the Brussels bully.
Ooh, there you go.
The Brussels bully.
What was he's definitely not the muscles from Brussels.
Oh, I like that even better though. That's better. The muscles from Brussels.
He's the real muscles from Brussels.
The real muscles from Brussels. All right. Without further ado, I'm Ric Diez. Fuck Hans.
Hey, how are you guys? Sorry for the rush.
No, that's all right. I don't know if we do like the daylight savings thing time over here, and I don't know, maybe that affected when we were talking, and I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we do it too here. We do it here as well.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. We're good.
And here is Brussels.
Yes.
So as we were talking before, it seems like we've got the real muscles from Brussels today.
Well, I mean, you got bones and a little bit of meat. Sure.
So became familiar with you, big Kill Tony fan, and saw your first appearance, and we just want to kind of let you tell the story. Why were you here? You know, I mean, was it specifically to try and get on Kill Tony, or were you just kind of over here for something? Or let's just start from there.
Okay, so I've been doing stand up for a while, for 4 to 5 years, depending on the month. And
daylight saving time.
But I had never done stand up in the US, right? So
okay.
I started in Asia, then I moved back home. Here's been where I grew up. I grew up in Brussels, and I moved back to Brussels for my work. And I thought, okay, I've been doing gigs here. Traveling from here to the US is a little shorter than from Asia, from where I was, but depending on which coast you go to. And I thought it's about time I test whether what I'm doing works with an American crowd or not.
Okay.
Because I am targeting. I mean, I started performing in English. Here, I perform mostly in French because I grew up speaking French, so I can speak French. But it's on my dream to do comedy in French. I mean, if it grows and it goes well, it's fantastic. But the dream was, okay, can I go to the UK? Can I go to America? So, and then I was looking at, okay, well, if I go to America, where should I go? Right.
Sure.
So were you nervous that some of the jokes would maybe not translate well?
Of course, but nervous is a big word. I wanted to know whether they want to translate well or not, and which ones I could say or not, and how it would adapt. So. But I would only know that by going, doing spots and trying it out.
Yeah,
and like cities like New York or LA seemed really expensive to stay in, but then Austin is also incredibly expensive to stay in. But that surprised me when I started looking at Airbnbs, but I had already purchased my tickets. So,
oh shit!
And then I was like, okay,
I'm in.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you might as well just go full in. And then I noticed that in those two other markets, bigger, more famous markets, there's mostly bringer shows, or you have to pay to do open mics. I thought, wow, this looks painful. Austin seemed a little more easy to get in, at least for the open mic scene.
Okay.
And then I thought, okay, if I can do open mics for free, I'm assuming people that will run the open mics will notice me if I'm doing okay, and they'll offer me other shows, if I stay long enough.
Yeah.
So that's why I planned to come for 5 weeks. I didn't bank on Kill Tony at all. I knew it could happen, but I mean, it's a lottery, so I had no idea. So I thought, okay, I can't count on that. but I'm counting on going to Texas, having a good time, meeting comedians, and seeing what happens.
Yeah.
Wow. So right away, 5 weeks. That's a long time to come over to go anywhere.
Yeah, but I mean, I had saved a lot of holidays and overtime, and I did also a little bit of work from abroad. So I was working from home from abroad. So all in all, I was able to stay in Austin for 5 weeks.
Did you map out where you wanted to go to open mics before you came, or waited till you got here?
I tried to get in touch with a few people, but I only managed to get like a couple of bookings.
Okay.
Thanks to Francisco Rincon, who's a regular at Mothership and who's been on Kill Tony.
Yeah.
And he liked my stuff, so he gave me a couple of spots to start with, and he was he really welcomed me into the Austin scene.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I had made an Excel spreadsheet of all the shows I had been able to find on Instagram and online, and who should I get in touch with, and what names should I pay attention to, and
if you're coming over to do it, you got to come with a game plan, right? Like, be prepared.
I mean, if you're gonna use your entire yearly holiday allowance to spend several thousands of dollars, you should do your homework.
a little bit. So did you get on Kill Tony the first week you were in town then, or were you there for?
I was there for 3 days. I landed on Saturday. I was on Kill Tony on Monday.
That's incredible. Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And for people that don't know, Kill Tony is names are drawn out of a bucket. And if you get your name drawn, you get to go up for a minute and do your best minute of comedy. And it's so popular now that there's probably upwards of 200 comedians signed up every week, and probably 6 or 7 bucket pulls on a good week.
A good week, yeah.
Yeah. So your odds are very low to make it, and you got on your first episode and murdered your first episode.
Right? I did pretty good. Yeah. Right
from the walkout, the crowd was crazy. So I
knew with my types of jokes, I should not bomb. I should do well.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, I couldn't forecast what happened. Yeah. That'd be insane. But yeah.
How are the nerves when you're standing behind the curtain waiting to go up for that set? Any different than any other set?
They were. I mean, keep in mind again, I landed on Saturday. I was totally overwhelmed.
Didn't even have
I
time
barely knew anyone. I barely knew anyone at that point. I got pulled, I think, second to last.
Yeah.
So I thought the show was over when I got pulled, right? So when they said my name at Shakespeare's Pub, where all the comedians are waiting, I thought they were calling me in for the open mic.
Oh, okay.
So I went in towards the stage of the open mic, and there was Colton was there, like the guy that brings people in, and he was like, "No, it's like, let's go." I was like, "Oh shit, let's go."
You're going to the big boy stage.
Yeah.
At what point did you say, "All right, I'm going to put together my minute and what I want to say"?
The morning off.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I had been thinking about it, but I mean, the morning off.
Finalize kind of the 5 or 6, because I mean, you're obviously, it's punchline. You're not a build up for 35 seconds to a joke. It's bing, 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 bing. So I assume you kind of have a playlist that you can go through, and you just went through and kind of picked
I tried to cover a certain range of topics, make sure there was introductory jokes, middle jokes, closer jokes in there. I tried to pack in the ones that would go very fast, and also topics that I knew were unlikely not to hit with an American audience.
Okay.
Like anything that I'm not sure if this is gonna work here, I was out.
Oh yeah.
I waited until I did more open mics to try them, and
Yeah.
That makes sense. So you're sitting on stage, and then that interviewing afterwards. That went. You couldn't have done any better. But boy, you were on topic.
I mean, I can't say that I've done that well at every Kill Tony interview, but I guess it's funny because my friends were like, "You didn't do anything different than from what you do here." I mean, it's or how I talk to my friends. We're just mean to each other, and it's just you have that muscle memory of like, okay, just say something funny, and never mind the real answer or reality or what's the. That was my strategy. Like the moment I got on stage and it was going that well, I was like, okay, stay in character, keep being funny. Stay in character, keep being funny. Don't try. I know I lost my character and all that over time, but it doesn't matter at all. But on that day, for that set, I was like, just try to be as funny as you can.
Yeah. The interview part, I would imagine, especially after you've done it a few times, starts to get a little, because obviously you get badgered, with some of the questions and some of the info he wants gets a little badgering. So I imagine you do it a few times.
I had talked a little bit with Francisco Rincon again about this, just because we're chatting, and he told me that people don't prepare well enough for the interview.
Yeah.
And that it's an underestimated part by comedians. They focus on their minute, but not on the interview part.
Yep.
And the thing is, I didn't expect to get pulled that Monday at all. So I hadn't prepared the interview at all. The next ones I did prepare, but I was just focus on being funny. Don't try to be like, tell them your life story and all that stuff, because that's boring. It's just like, be funny.
Yeah.
It couldn't have gone any better. At what point, I mean, did you anticipate the golden ticket at any point, or actually when it actually happened?
Well, when it happened. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no idea. Okay. What?
Yeah. I mean, I thought, wow, what I was anticipating was that, okay, they're only giving me compliments. At some point, they're gonna figure out something. They're gonna give me some banter. They're like, when are they gonna shit on me? So why are they not shitting on me? I just kept waiting for them to shit on me.
Yeah,
and it just wasn't happening. So that was the surprising part for me.
Yeah, it's rare to see Tony get through an entire interview where he doesn't,
Yeah.
So to explain to people who don't really watch Kill Tony, golden ticket, you got that from Tony, which means you can at any time, if you want to be on Kill Tony, you can just come and show up and
kinda.
Okay.
Kinda.
Oh, okay. There are a little restrictions.
Kinda. Well, I mean, so the way the golden ticket, this is my understanding from what I've been reading online and the few conversations I've been able to have, but it's not anything that Tony has told me personally or like direct information, right? But what's clear is the golden ticket was designed when the show was moving on the road a lot.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't when the show was stationary as it is now.
Sure.
And right now there's several golden tickets living in Austin.
Yeah.
They've moved to Austin, so there's several of them. So there's just no space between the regulars and golden ticket holders for a golden ticket holder to be able to go any week that they want to if they live in Austin.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, at this point there's too many, and I suppose he can only put up one or two of the golden ticket winners in an episode, or you're losing the bucket.
Yeah,
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, exactly.
So do they pull it the golden tickets out of a bucket? You won a night?
Well, I know. I guess they're gonna figure it out over time.
Yeah, sure.
But it's so I understood that this is why I ended up doing what I did on the show for those that watch it. But if you want to talk about it later, because I understood the value of the golden ticket was not. It's very symbolic and it's very important and it's a cool title to have.
Yeah.
But not living in the US, not living in Austin, realistically, how often am I going to use it?
Yeah.
Or how, like once a year when I travel back or a couple times.
Or when you move
They might give me a spot anyway. If I travel through,
Right. Yeah. You would think if you did that well on the show and you're only going to be in Austin for a week, they probably would let you come up at that point.
Maybe not. Maybe they're going to resent me forever. They'll ban me. Who knows? But if they don't put me on, then okay, I do some. Okay, it's a huge show and a huge platform with cool people, with cool guests. You meet a lot of nice, like important people, so it is a big deal.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah. Were you a Kill Tony fan for quite a while prior to doing it? How long had you known about Kill Tony?
I mean, I know I've known about Kill Tony, I guess, since before Hans Kim was on.
Okay.
But I wasn't listening to entire episodes and just being a fan of the show. I knew of the show. I watched clips of the show. I like Tony Hinchcliffe. I like what he did. Like I knew him from like a long time.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if I watch comedy, I like to watch good comedy. And just watching people go on stage just waste their minute and just suck and then suck at the end. It's just I can't deal with it. I don't want to watch it. Like I don't want to watch the whole thing personally because I can't. I don't. To me, it's a huge waste of time. I could be watching a better comedian for that time and studying good comedy.
Sure. Yeah, no, I totally get that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think for the guys like us who don't do comedy,
Right.
It's excellent.
Yeah, it's fun because it's fun to watch. I mean, the guys that suck that just, and especially like you said, because the interview is so underrated, especially when they suck in an interview, because anybody can suck at the 60 seconds. I mean, nobody, but if you can't go up there and at least have a little bit of personality and there are some that are.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I understand the appeal. Like I do watch reality TV. Like
sure.
I have, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's like you're watching like train wrecks of humans.
Yeah.
just fail at life, and then get called. Somebody calls them out on their bullshit just immediately. Right? So it is fun. It's really good. The pacing is good. It's fun. But I wasn't watching entire episodes.
Yeah.
They make
just because of availability of time during the day. That's it.
Right.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if I watched the ones that failed, I'd say, well, that's me. That's what I would do.
That's how I would be.
I ever wanted to get up there, but
we have made ourselves a promise. If when we get to Austin, we're both going to sign up. Neither one of us has ever done stand-up comedy, but we're going to sign up
or want to
and pray that one of us gets picked.
Yeah, and it's because of you guys that comedians are losing spots on Kilter. So on behalf of the comedy community, F you guys for taking those spots. But I understand the appeal. I would say if you've never done comedy, at least it's an experience for you if you get pulled,
right?
And you have fun with it, and you'll just say something dumb, and they'll make fun of you, and for you something like it's fun.
Yeah.
But comedians that go up there that suck and are in denial about how good or bad they are, and it's sad. That's a bit sad to me.
Yeah.
Great. Now they're all gonna hate us.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna get you back on my side. Are you ready? Hold on.
Yeah. You have
hold on.
Let's go. Oh, you have it? You have the t-shirt?
Oh, I made it myself.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, you made it yourself.
I made it myself.
Yeah, you don't need to hate on him that hard.
No, I don't. It's all in fun. I think Hans is hilarious. He seems like a good guy. He's actually coming to our town next weekend. And I want to say before we start talking about it, we gave him the chance. I've messaged him multiple times to come on and tell his side of the story, and he's just ignored us. So
yeah, it's fine. He's gonna
fuck Hans.
Good for him. Yeah, but that's
good for him. Good for him to ignore us.
I mean, no, I don't think he should ignore you. I think I don't know what available time he has, or why he would do it or not do it, or what decisions are involved.
Right. No,
maybe but he does have access to also bigger,
absolutely,
more famous podcasts. So I can't blame him.
Yeah, no, we don't either. And again, we love the guy. He's funny, and we're just having a good time.
It's all in fun. Yeah.
All right.
So,
you can hate on him a little bit. It's okay. I get daily messages of people telling me destroy him. I'm like, dude, just chill out. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So what we're talking about here, you with the golden ticket.
Yeah.
Hans was being challenged for his regularship at the time because he wasn't preparing very well, and he was winning all the challenges. So you decided to kind of leverage that golden ticket into a possibility.
I didn't decide to leverage the golden. I mean, I decided to leverage my presence there.
Okay.
I'm here. They guaranteed me 4 more spots. I saw Hans win challenges with sets that were, win one challenge against Chamisha with a set that I thought was weak, and I thought I could have beaten him on this day, on this particular day.
Yeah,
okay.
I felt like my set that day was better than his set that day.
Yeah.
That day with those jokes, which for him were new, for me were not as new and were more tested. So, but I thought I could challenge him.
Yeah.
I have more experience than every other challenger that has been challenged. Why not?
Yeah.
And I'm here. So yeah, let's go.
When you embrace it and you win, I bet you a lot of people out there that think it's all real or really, or one way or the other.
What do you mean?
Like they're either on Han's side or your side.
Oh yeah.
And they're taking it all 100% serious, and they want to see bad to the other. Which is sad.
That's because you Americans only know black or white or red and blue. You only understand 2-team mentality.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that.
It's very ingrained in your culture. Here we are. There's more variety. Like when we go vote, people don't only vote for one or the others, and and we support a multitude of teams, and we a bit more nuanced for us.
Sounds
it's
incredibly
fine. It's cool.
refreshing.
Yeah, I've never been hated this much in my life or loved this much in my life, at least on social media. Yeah.
Well,
That's what I mean. Yeah,
who said it, that you're not famous until 50% of them love you and 50% of them hate you?
that's right.
So
I guess. Yeah. I don't know the actual percentage right now, but it's surprisingly high.
Coming at both directions.
Well, to be fair, I mean, over here, Hans has been able to defend his position, and we haven't heard from you now in months, or couple months maybe. So
yeah,
and he's got David Lucas talking shit, and like everybody's saying stuff. So the Americans are only seeing that side of it.
Yeah, I mean, well, as I like to say here, nobody talks about them.
Yeah,
yeah. There you go.
They're not known, and they're completely ignored.
Yeah. So you'll be challenging Hans.
That's me talking shit, but also being pragmatic, by the way. They're really big where they are. I mean, and it's a big, difficult place to get big in. I'm not gonna say it doesn't have value. And David Lucas is doing great for himself.
Yeah.
I'm really happy about the success he's having, and Hans is doing amazing for himself. So
Yeah, can't knock it. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
But I have heard comedian the comedy world is a little cutthroat, but that's you like to think everyone supports each other.
Do you know of any job market where everybody supports each other?
No, absolutely not.
No.
See, this is the thing. Like, people are glamorizing
OnlyFans.
the ins and outs. Yeah, that's what you think. No, they're cutthroating each other on OnlyFans, I'm sure, and undercutting prices of competitors in similar submarkets, and like, it's ruthless everywhere. And people are like, "No, comedians is an art form, or it's this, or it's that." It's humans are the same, and human nature is the same everywhere. And like, Hans tells me that it's not okay for me to go after his job, and I was thinking to myself, for my job I've had to compete with over 3,000 candidates.
Yeah.
For every job I've ever had, I've had to interview against or apply and do exams and do series of exams against hundreds or dozens of applicants every single time.
Yeah,
it's just what it is. There's no like hatred or like being mean. It's just I would like that job, so I'm gonna apply.
There you go.
All right. Yeah. So you are challenging Hans now on a Kill Tony episode. It's New Year's Eve, right?
Yes.
New Year's Eve at the HEB Center. And so you're coming in when are you coming in?
Oh, I'm keeping that a secret.
Okay. All right. The game plan is set.
Wow, it's all good. Okay. So do you know if that can be watched live, like pay-per-view or anything?
I don't know yet. I think it's gonna be on pay-per-view.
Oh.
But what I don't know is whether that's going to be live or just released faster.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we're trying to figure out so we can prepare, because it'd be fun to watch.
Oh, it's going to be announced.
Yeah.
So do you?
I'm not. Yeah. Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
No. I'm just. I have no news. Like,
yeah,
I'm just gonna go there roughly. Like, they're not telling me anything.
You're as in the dark as we are at this point.
Well, it's like everything. We want to know now. We don't want to wait. That's all I'm trying to.
I know. I'm pretty sure I have a spot because I've been contacted for images because they're preparing a banner to put on stage. Right. So I'm guessing they're counting on me. It's like, there's no. I have no information. Yeah.
I'm curious. Do you feel like it's rigged? Do you feel like you even have a chance, or because you hear that question. You hear that a lot, that obviously Tony's put a lot of investing into Hans, and does he really want him to lose? So,
especially a guy that doesn't live there.
I'll say this. I have the same information you guys have and the same doubts you guys have.
Yeah.
Right. So I would understand if Tony wants to take care of his friend. Yeah. It would make sense to me, right? I wouldn't. Yeah, like you could call it protecting, but at the end of the day, they've been working together for a long time, right? So I would also understand if you're. I'm not saying this is a situation.
Sure.
But I could also understand. Well, this guy is maybe not performing like I would like him to.
Yeah.
So either he performs better, I wouldn't mind if he's out, and if I can blame somebody else, then it's an easy out for me. So, but I don't know. This is for Tony to know. It's inside his head, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. These are all scenarios. None of them matter at the end of the day. Like, yes, let's assume it's worst case scenario, and for me, not for Hans. And what can they do? I'm gonna go on stage. They'll put me in the worst position to go on, which would be first instead of second. They would call the crowd to to cheer for my name first instead of second, because the bigger pub will go probably to the second name, whatever happened.
Yeah.
But what else? Like, they could shit on my jokes and say they were not good jokes, even if they were. The crowd could boo me regardless of whether my jokes are funny or not.
Sure.
Right. So, but all of these are intangibles. I have no control. What I control is going on stage, doing my minute, doing a decent interview, and whatever. At the end of the day, I'm assuming all the last episodes are getting about 1 million views. So I'm assuming the New Year's Eve show will get 2 to 3 million views.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's more important than winning or losing that challenge.
Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
exactly. If you lose, you still kind of win.
Yeah, I already won. Yeah, just I'm going to do a show in an arena in front of a lot of people. And a lot of people will watch my set. And regardless of whether I win or lose, a lot of people will think I won or I lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that will still help me. I will have more exposure, and a lot of people will get to see what I do.
So what if after this, you get the big demand to perform more in the States? You only have so much holiday to come over here.
Yeah.
Would you ever?
No. Well, the depending on demand, things can be worked out.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
so you're open to.
Should you win? If you let me rephrase. When you win on New Year's Eve,
I'm not like that, but yeah.
I'll do it for you. When you
do it. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Even if I lose, I should get more demand. But yeah.
Oh, for sure. But would you move over here right away? I mean, would you be prepared to move here to be a regular?
But you can't just move right away because I would need a visa.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
So that would still take a little bit.
Yeah.
Like visas can take several months.
Sure.
Like several months, like over 6 months easily. And a few things could happen that could facilitate the U.S. government granting me the visa I would need.
Yeah. Right.
Depending on how things go. But in terms of my job, they're flexible.
Oh,
I could take unpaid leave.
Sure.
And there are several options that I've already been discussing with my office. But what I've told them is, right now I have nothing. So let's not plan for anything, and I'll take care of problems or issues when I have to deal with them.
Right. Yeah.
So they're very supportive of you making it and whatnot.
I don't know if they're supportive of me making it or not, but they do understand that the nature of the job we do, and that if you can do things that are more fun, maybe you want to go do them.
Yeah.
I'm sure they don't want to lose you, but.
So do you?
I hope so. Yeah.
Do you think Hans is truly upset, or is he just? All right.
I don't think so. He is.
You know so.
Yeah.
I know so. Yes.
I mean, there's acting, and he doesn't seem like he's acting.
Well, I don't want to. Like, I don't think it's okay for me to talk about what happens, behind the public stage.
Absolutely.
But he is angry, and that explains what he's doing on social media. That is clearly displaying anger at this point. Maybe what is possible is maybe he has changed. Like, maybe he's not as angry now, and he's just acting it out.
Yeah.
That is completely possible.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's riding it out. I mean,
right. I mean,
absolutely. Regardless of how he feels.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the
thing. He's getting
about
so much more exposure.
That's what I was going to say. You're not the only one who's getting exposure from this. He's getting a bunch himself too.
Well, he's selling tickets with my face on his posters. So that's what he's doing. He's using my name and likeness for his personal profit, which I could sue him for.
Oof.
There you go.
I could technically just sue him for. I won't, because in Europe, we're not pussies. We don't just sue people. That's for Americans.
Yeah.
But
I think we
I
all
could.
are supposed to be offended a little bit,
Yeah. I think
but for some reason I'm not.
nope. You can't get offended
No,
with
because
truth.
I got a bit upset when he was saying I was anti-American.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
really? Okay. I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
he specifically said that, and I was like, dude, my dad is American.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Like, my sister's American. Like, I've been going to the U.S. since I'm a kid. Like, I'm not American. You know, I don't have a perfect accent. I didn't grow up in America, but like, I don't hate America. Like, it'd be stupid. Like, I've traveled extensively in the U.S. and
Okay.
I've made many friends. I don't know. I like other countries as well. But to say that I'm anti-American is like, why would I even then go do stand-up in America? And he's just like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's grasping at straws. He's looking for the easy way out. He's just riling up the angry Americans, you know,
To be against you.
But it works. It works.
It's working.
I would imagine the most vile of hate that you get comes straight out of Texas, probably.
I don't know. But yeah, I get a little bit of. I got one guy that said he was gonna, like, I don't know, hurt me or do whatever, and then I looked up his profile on Instagram, and turns out it's a guy who's in prison, like with a life sentence, because he murdered his girlfriend. And I was like, oh, I hope he doesn't get parole, because I don't know.
That's when you got to take a little more seriously than the rest.
Yeah. I was like, all I wanted to do was say a minute of jokes, and this guy is like taking it really hard. Okay.
Well, you might have to go to his parole hearing to talk.
Yeah, no, I won't. But
who's this stranger?
It was. Yeah, I'm not gonna say his name. I forgot it anyway.
Oh,
but
no,
it was
fine.
just like, okay, like you're just chill. It's comedy.
Yeah, it's comedy.
Yeah.
So what possessed you 4 or 5 years ago to just say, I'm going to get up on stage from my love of comedy?
I wanted to go see comedy at the local club where I was living, and they had a workshop to try stand up, and I just thought I would register.
Oh wow. Okay.
I thought I can meet new people and make new friends, which I did, and it went really well, and it was fun.
So you said you're in Asia at this point?
Yeah, I was living in Thailand.
Okay.
At that moment, yeah.
What is it? So what is the comedy scene like there?
I was so that's where the workshop was, huh?
Yeah. It's small. There's a few venues doing comedy. There's a couple of new ones that have opened. There's a few older ones that have been going on for a while. It's in English. There's also a Thai comedy scene in Thai language.
Okay.
But that's some of my friends who do speak Thai have been able to perform at those stages, or who are Thai.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's kind of small. Comedians move, like a lot of people that live in Thailand come in for a few years, leave. So there's a rotation of people.
Okay.
And there's a lot of foreigners and tourists. So the crowds are very, very mixed. And which is why I started developing jokes that are not very like local.
Okay, sure.
You know, or topical.
Yeah. These jokes
because I know because I know in my audience I'm gonna have like Russians and Australians and British and some French people and some Thai people, and I can't do anything referential.
Sure.
I'm gonna lose at least a third of the crowd.
Yeah. Yep. So is it comedy that brought you back to Brussels then, or was it other work?
No. My day job is my day job. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the comedy scene like then in Brussels? It looks like from watching you on the socials, like you're able to get out and hit spots quite a bit in Brussels, huh?
I mean, I wouldn't, not like in Austin. In Austin, you can perform easily 4 times a day being a nobody, just doing open mics, right? At least easily. You can do 6 spots, 7 spots if you organize yourself well. In Brussels, if you're at the level I'm at, you can perform between 1 to 3 times a day.
Okay.
But not every day. Like I perform roughly every day.
Okay.
Once a day on average. On average, I'm performing once a day. Yeah.
It's crazy.
But that's doing French and English. If I only did English, then I would not be able to do that. Maybe it would be like, I mean, it's growing, and there's also other towns that are doing shows. So like neighboring towns, like, let's say within an hour or 2 driving.
Sure.
So that helps you get gigs. It's like overall, I'm able to perform every day.
Is there much difference in doing a set in French as compared to English? Are the jokes different, or is it just phrasing?
Same jokes. They don't always hit the same way.
Okay.
But same jokes, yeah.
Okay.
Is there any other comedian that came out of Brussels?
I mean, there's a bunch, but they're most the biggest. I mean, that came out to the US.
Yeah, so that we would maybe recognize the name. No,
no,
none. Okay, so
I mean, I'm not saying none. They may have been, but I don't. Like even the most famous ones, I would say they only do comedy in French.
Okay.
So, like English speaking comedians. I mean, and there are English speaking comedians here who are fantastic, by the way, and who've been doing it longer than I am. But they haven't tried to just go across, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to see if I recognize any of them.
Yeah. I gotta talk beer. Brussels is pretty well known for beer, right? Am I?
No, you're right. You're bang on. Just all of Belgium. Yeah.
Yeah. So are you a beer drinker?
No.
No.
All right.
No.
Next.
I'm sorry. I know it's sad. No, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of beers, and there's bars here you can come to Brussels to visit Brussels, and there's bars that you can choose between 100 to 300 different beers and do tastings, and just you'll be in heaven if you come here.
Yeah.
And you have from all the types of beers, from all the different types of tastes and richness and alcohol levels and flavors and it's just centuries of brewing in Belgium. Yeah.
And very good ones. So you just never got into it, or bad experience turned away from it?
No, just things you see as a kid didn't, as things I saw as a kid didn't really encourage me to go on that path as I grew up.
Okay.
So you said you obviously we got a hard out for you. Are you going to do some spots tonight?
No, tonight I'm taking a day off.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
And it's funny because I don't know. It's like tonight because a friend of mine is doing something, so I'm gonna go do they're going some kind of they're performing, so I'm gonna go watch.
Yeah.
And then so it's like, okay, I'm gonna just not do a show tonight, and I got like 6 shows offered to me today. Not today, but for today.
Yeah.
Like everyone's putting on a show on the day that I choose, and they have 1 day off. But okay, fine.
What are the chances you don't end up going up at some point tonight? Is it 100%?
100% I'm not going up.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought maybe you'd get out.
No. The reason would be that here there's no late night shows.
Oh, no.
So most shows are at the same time. So it's so when you do multiple shows, you have to be in the first half on one and run to get to the other one on the second half.
Oh,
and maybe there's like a half-hour difference, so you a little bit of margin, but you're running.
Okay.
There's no late nights. So if I don't do a spot at the time when the shows are happening, then there's just nothing.
Oh, okay. That's kind of
different. Yeah.
Because there's always, clubs around here, there's always at least 2 shows a night. So
yeah. I know, but it's but here there may some clubs are doing 7 and 9.
Okay. Yeah.
But they are 1-hour shows, are showcases. So if you're not on the lineup, you can't just drop in.
Gotcha.
And other shows where I could drop in are going to be, they should be finished by the time I'm available.
Yeah. And you're done. Either way, they have 6 offers. It's a nice confidence builder.
It's fine. There's only so many shows and I'm doing pretty good. So so far they're giving them to me.
So I'm curious, are the jokes already written for New Year's Eve, or are you still working on new material? Where
I'm gonna work on new material until the day off.
Yeah.
But the joke I already have more than a minute, I could say.
Sure.
It's just the strategy is what's it's a headache.
Yeah. Well, that's dude. I suppose if you go first, is the set different than if you go second? Or do you? If you go second, do you respond at all to anything he said? Is it like a?
Have you ever watched? Have you ever seen are you guys football fans?
Yeah.
Like American football? Yeah. So when you have the what do you call it, the Super Bowl?
Yep.
Do you ever hear the players or the coach discuss strategy right before the game?
Nope.
Yeah, you're getting nothing. You're getting nothing.
All right.
Yeah. Anything that I have to plan for, I'm planning for. I'll say that much.
I'm sure. Yep.
Yep. He's not giving away nothing. You keep trying though. You can keep trying. That's all right.
Yeah. What other way can I phrase a question?
Think about that.
Go for it.
What kind of?
I'm writing jokes, and then I have to figure out which ones I want to say and why. Yeah.
What is your process for writing jokes? Do you sit down, plan a time each day, or just?
No, I mean, lately it's been a bit tougher than usual, but yeah, it would normally be find a time of day where I feel mentally open to it. So sometimes of day, even if I'm free, my brain is fried or it can't process information. And then just try to, absorb content, generate new ideas, see what I want to talk about, and then try to write a joke about it. Or work on older jokes and try to improve them, or go over the things that are like half written that are not working yet and see if I can make them work. Or sure. But I'll try to sit down 1 or 2 hours a day.
Oh wow.
What's funny is I heard like Hans commenting on the fact, or Tony or whoever, like, or people online, like Hans has to perform every week, but this guy gets to go back home and he only has to come back with 1 minute. And it's true, but also I have a day job.
Yeah, right.
And I'm performing every night.
Yeah.
Hans doesn't have a day job because he makes a lot of money doing comedy, so he can spend all of those 8 hours that I spent working writing.
Yeah.
So he better be able to write those Kill Tony minutes as well as something else. And he's been saying he's been saving up. He's been doing sets of 50 seconds. So clearly he's working on it.
Yeah.
He's got to say, sometimes that may be why he went soft, is he just sit around and try to write something out of nothing. But you're out there, you find humor in your day job, people you work with, I would imagine.
I do find humor in it, but I don't write about my job.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Situations through your job. I guess I would assume you'd use.
No, I mean, I have a real job. Like, I don't want to lose it because I said a stupid joke that goes online. I'm not disrespecting this, okay? But like, I'm not because it is a tough job. But I'm not a waiter at McDonald's. Like, it's not like, oh, if I lose this job, I can just then become a waiter at at somewhere else. You know?
Yeah. Sure.
Like I have a lifelong time contract that's taken me many years of career to grow into and attain. So I don't want to just lose it because I said a dumb, stupid joke, and I'm gonna be like, well, you can't say that.
Well, it is a joke.
Well, it was a joke, but a few things you can't say.
Yeah, and I guess I was thinking more like, okay, you happen at work, but you change the name or the place of job, or something.
Yeah, and I'll say that on open mic, but to go on Kill Tony and have like it might be seen by several million people.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That's where you get fired. You know what I mean? It's not because you said it a stupid show.
Yeah.
But I do find inspiration in my job. Sorry, I do find inspiration in my job because it puts me in the mood it puts me. And that is what I mean. I'm still a person with a real life and a daily grind, and that helps me write.
Yeah. When you started doing stand-up, were you doing it in the sad character from the get-go, or did you kind of start just telling jokes and evolve into that?
I'm a sad character from the get-go. That's who I am. I can be like happier in conversation with you guys or with my friends, but what I'm writing comes naturally to me.
Okay.
It's what I want to talk about.
Well, that's what's funny is life, right? But yeah, you're happier now than when you see you on stage. That's for sure.
I was pretty happy on that stage, I must say.
Yeah, I bet. All right. Well, before we let you go and do your thing for tonight, we've finished it.
That's not some time. Yeah.
Okay. Just want to know if you got anything, any shit talk for Hans before we go. Anything?
Just Hans, if you listen to this, which you won't, but I'm assuming your girlfriend might, because she's been hunting my socials, and she'll tell you all about it. just keep writing and stop worrying so much, dude. It's fine. Like, probably you will lose because I'm better than you. But in the off chance that the crowd still chants your name because they love you more and you have a bigger fan base, then just chill, man. It's fine. Like, you're gonna be a successful comedian no matter what. You already are. And I am coming at you with everything I've got.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
I can't wait. I hope everything goes well, and
I hope it does live. That would be great to see it happen in real time. But best of luck to you, that's for sure.
But you guys are based in Austin?
No, we're not. We're up in Wisconsin. We're far north of there. So, but we would definitely watch it pay-per-view.
That's why we would need
streaming somewhere
or something.
Well, it's gonna be a big deal. I'm pretty amazed by the fact that, and this is what I am a little bit, happy about is, like traveling from Brussels with I have no idea how it's gonna happen, how things are gonna go.
Yeah.
To being, I don't know what the lineup is gonna be on that New Year's Eve show. I have no idea, but it's gonna be, I would assume, the main event or the main event of the people.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool for where I'm coming from. And I'm happy that, I do carry the Brussels scene with me to that show. And I hope I'll do them proud, win or lose.
You get a lot of is there a lot of support from the comedians in your area? Do they? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
If they want, I can make them some custom.
That's pretty fancy.
No, I don't want to encourage that.
Okay. All right.
That's for us to do.
Yeah, you guys do them, and then I'm really happy about people getting excited. And if you want to wear that, then do it. But Hans is like, if Hans listens to this, which he won't, he'll think I'm a hypocrite for thinking these are not my values since I'm going after his job. But and I also said that on stage, but I was promoting a thing, it is. He's a comedian. I am a comedian.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, you've already won. Win or lose, you've already won because you're getting all this exposure and people know your name. People think you're funny, and
at the end of the day, I care more about people respecting my comedy and thinking I'm funny, and I'm working hard for that than whether I win or lose against Hans.
Yeah,
my goal is write funny jokes that I find funny, and see if it resonates with some people, and then have and be able to tell those jokes to those people.
Yeah. Well, it certainly has audience.
Are you? I know you're not going to tell us when you're coming in, but do you have plans to stay for a while? And do you have anything lined up?
I'm staying after
it?
Nice.
Yeah, I'm staying after for 3-4 weeks.
Okay. Perfect.
So I'll try to do as many spots as I can. I got a few gigs that are starting to line up.
Nice.
Not a lot, but I got a few, and and we'll see what happens at New Year's Eve. I guess maybe things will happen.
Sure.
And that's what I'm expecting. It's thinking, that the attention will be then, and then you don't want to be going home right away. I guess maybe we got to go to Austin for New Year's Eve.
Okay, sign me up.
It's sold out.
Yeah, we're not getting in. Maybe we can get a press pass.
Maybe you can get maybe they do those things for that. I don't know if they do a press pass.
Probably not.
Well, let's print them up ourselves and see if it works.
I'm really angry because this weekend is they do the UFC card in Austin, and I'm not there. I would have definitely gone if I had been there.
Are you a big UFC fan?
Yeah, huge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Massive.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I'm a fan of.
Nice. Is there
because clearly I'm a fighter. Only at heart. So,
the muscles from Brussels, baby.
The real muscles from Brussels.
I met Van Damme.
Did you?
Years ago at my gym. Turns out it was the gym.
Wait. Your gym?
So,
you go to the gym?
I go to the gym 3 times a week, whether you believe it or not. I would be in way worse shape. No, but back then I wasn't going that much to the gym. But I had started going to a gym that was close to where I live, and it turns out that it belonged to the old coach of Van Damme. And one day he popped in, and then he started training with people that were doing kickboxing in that gym.
Jesus.
And this is years ago.
Sure.
Years ago. And they were all making fun of him, saying, "Oh, you know, he can move really well, but we would definitely kick his ass in a real fight." It was kind of funny, but I don't think it was something he didn't know. You know?
Yeah.
He's all show.
Is he
Fake muscles?
Oh,
yeah.
Nah,
That'll be your next battle. The real muscles from Brussels against the fake muscles from Brussels. Let's promote that one.
I'm the bones from Brussels. That's all I am.
Okay.
And it's freezing temperatures now, so it's
us too.
to escape that. Yeah, you too.
Yeah. We're
snow.
We've got a little. We're supposed to be getting some tonight.
We got a little more muscle to warm. Okay, fat. We got more fat to warm us up over here.
Yeah.
It's good, man. And I hope the beard and dimples. It is right. You have dimples and you have a beard. That's kind of cool. No, I'm excited. Let me know when this thing is up, guys.
We're gonna put it. We'll put it out a couple weeks before to make sure there's a chance, people to check it out. So I think Monday, December 18th is when this thing will hit.
Yeah, no problem. I'll happily reshare. You guys are wonderful and super nice, and I hope Hans will get back to you and give you the side of the story and the telltale all of the European snake in the grass who has no morals and no ethics.
Well, if he doesn't get back to us, fuck Hans.
I'm on board.
Right?
If he does get back to you, ask him how he got his job on Kill Tony.
We'll be sure to bring that up. We'll make sure to.
and then after he tells you that story, then he can explain how what I did is bad.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming on. This is a lot of fun. Good luck on New Year's Eve.
Absolutely. We're rooting for you, man.
Win or
have
lose.
fun. Have a good Christmas.
Yeah, you as well.
You as well. Pleasure meeting you.
Take care.
Right,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. Take care. Bye.
Thank you for listening. The tavern is closed for now, but we'd love to have you back for more fun next time. Seriously, though, get your asses out of here.